Welcome to the Outlet Podcast vlogs here on YouTube. My name is Gazy. I'm the host of the Outlet Podcast, and I just want to invite you to check out my actual Audible content. It's free on iTunes and Soundcloud and Stitcher Radio. Everything I'm going to link in the description below of this video. So, I'm kind of walking a property that I've been landscaping. Walking around and stuff, and I just wanted to talk a little bit and show off my favorite shirt of all time. Here we go. There you go. If you don't know who Flyleaf is, Flyleaf is was one of my favorite bands of all time. I freaked out about them. I geeked out about them. I wanted to know more about them. I love them. Lacey Mosley, she still tours, and I'm kind of excited to see her. I don't think she'll be doing any actual Flyleaf stuff, but she'll be doing, more original content, and stuff with her new band. And that's great and all, but this band was this is my first band t-shirt, and that's what I want to talk about today. Your first band. This was my first band. I remember the day pretty clear. I was a sophomore in high school, and I had my bicycle, and I remember riding my bike. I left my apartment complex where I was living with, of course, obviously. I left, right? And I'm going to, I'm just driving around, and I started going further and further into a neighborhood that's very much more bike friendly than where I was living. So I left there, and I'm going, and I, kind of like what I'm doing right now. You make your destination depending on where you're currently at. So I decided, hey, I'm just gonna go and go to this Christian bookstore. Now, this Christian bookstore is pretty awesome. Dad and Mom, they would take us there occasionally. Dad wasn't too much of a shopper. Dad was a worker. So I'm sitting there, and we go, I go at least to the Christian bookstore, and I've always liked music. I was 2 or 3 years into playing guitar. I wasn't the greatest, but I was, I can hold down a C, G, and D chord like no one's business. So I'm sitting there doing that, not playing the guitar. I sit there, and I get to the Christian bookstore. It's still there to this day. I get there, and I'm walking up and down the aisles. Now, this was a time in Christian music history after the DC Talk era. Now, DC Talk, they've been able to maintain themselves, even when Toby Mac was with DC Talk and all these other guys, I guess. There was an era where DC Talk was hardcore awesome, but this was after them, after Michael W. Smith, after a lot of these cornerstone Christian musicians, and there was a gap. Now, the gap was caused because music just started to evolve. Music started, if you weren't playing a certain type of music, then no one wanted to listen to you, really. So at that moment, a lot of bands started coming up. Switchfoot, Relient K was going hard. I was gonna say Five Finger Death Punch. Five Iron Frenzy. A lot of bands, that I still have their albums. They started coming up, but the main difference was rock. There was not that many rock albums or bands. At that time, a lot of people were considering Christian music to be, Christian rock. They were considering rock to be of the devil and all this stuff. Now, I'll do a vlog later about what I think about that matter, but presently, I don't think you guys have had to deal with it the way I have had to deal with it. This is a construction zone, so please help me out. So, I'm walking up and down the aisles, and I go to the young adult section and all this stuff. I get to the rock section, and there's a new CD, this new band. The artwork is kind of gothic, but at the same time, it's like, okay, so it's kind of gothic, but then it's like princess. It's weird. It's very weird. There was a raven and a little girl on the cover, on a hill, one tree, and all that stuff. And this emblem, I was like, this might be cool. So I picked up the album, and Red Sam, Fully Alive. Okay, Red Sam, Fully Alive. All Around Me. Cassie. All these songs later, I just came up and I straight up adore. I just followed this band. Adore them. And that's where I am. That's what started me. That's my story of my first band shirt. Oh, so the shirt, it was like a deal. You get the album, you get the CD, and then you can get the shirt for like a lower price. So that's how I got my first band t-shirt. How did you get your first band t-shirt? What is your favorite band? Requirements, me, if your band t-shirt is not black, then it's weird. I don't want to say it's a band t-shirt. That's highly provocational, or highly provocative. Sorry, not a word. Highly provocative. I understand that it is, but I don't know. I grew up in a time where all band t-shirts were black, and you just have the symbol, boom, right there. That's it. So I just wanted to share that story with you guys. I just want to say thank you very much for all the love that you're showing and all the interest that you have by coming to my channel and whatnot. Right now, I am walking, and I will be crossing. Let's see if you can see it. I'll be crossing the I-4 bridge here in Orlando. So that's all I got. I love you guys. I really, really, really do. Thank you for the support. Connect and recharge.